Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is the Darkest Dungeon. And yes, we are back after 2 full seasons of Darkest Dungeon. They have released their final update. Their final DLC, I should actually say. And boy howdy did it change a few things, if I may borrow that expression. First and foremost, as you may notice, the map looks a little bit different, and it is why I decided to start here. Now we have the nice little hamlet in the corner, going up to the new area called the farmstead, which we will soon enter, and then all the areas that we have, well, grown familiar with over time. Now, as you may notice, I have quite a few people already in different level ranges. I have actually managed to defeat a few bosses over here. As you can see, the Necromancer, the Prophet, and the Siren. You may wonder, why haven't you done the whole damn darn caboodle? Well, to be fairly honest, at the end of the second season, the amount of people that watched Darkest Dungeon was very, very limited. And we've done a lot of the song and dance already before, and I've done it on the most difficulty. I think I have shown well enough that I'm quite capable in this game, which is why I'm playing at a very different mode. This beautiful artwork is Radiant mode. This is easy mode. I have chosen to do this because I don't own the achievement, so why not get that done, right? But yeah, because I have it now on Radiant mode and it isn't the most difficult one, I don't think, and seeing the low number count I already had of viewers, I didn't think it was warranted the new DLC of full series. However, I've done a lot of Darkest Dungeon, and I do want to show some parts of it. After all, this DLC, I wish this would have come before the Crimson Court, to be very honest. Because this DLC, The Color of Madness, I am enjoying quite a bit. Might be because I'm playing on Radiant mode, because nobody has died yet. But then again, so did very few during the Blood Moon difficulty. Radiant mode, why is this called easy mode? Well, you see here level 3 guys, and we are going to go into a short mission of apprentice level. Yep, level 3 people will go into these green missions, and level 5 people will go in on veteran missions. So the restriction of the levels has been lifted just a wee little bit, and that is very nice. But that was something that was already in the game before this DLC arrived. So what has this DLC changed? What does this DLC bring, and why am I enjoying the game so much? Well, first and foremost, a lot of trinket balance. A lot of the trinkets have been altered a little bit. Bijvoorbeeld is somewhat trying to make a Dutch word sound English. For example, this color has been changed. Now it has a better buff. This is, for instance, the Sun Cloak has been debuffed. The Heaven's Hairpin has been buffed, I believe, a little bit. The Worry Stone that I never used has been buffed. And all of these trinkets, even the lowly guys with the Speed Stone +1 speed. Yeah, of course, it's not as good as some of these upper echelon things, but that's why they're very rare trinkets. Still, even the lower ones, they actually have some use. And I find myself finding new combinations that I'm using, and that makes it interesting for me. Very much so. And currently, I'm also rocking a lot of lepers, because lepers have all of a sudden become deadly machines. I don't know why. It seems like the accuracy has been buffed. I didn't see that in the notes. In fact, I know that the general accuracy of everybody has been lowered by 5, but man, does he hit now like a truck. On top of that, the crit chance has now actually become interesting, because if you land a crit, you get a class specific, I want to say, buff, but that's not entirely true, because if the Vestal lands a crit, or if the Occultist lands a crit, they get a plus 25% bonus to their healing skills. By the way, no, I'm still not in love with the Occultist. Sorry, I have one, I have to test it out. I will try to test it out a little bit more, but I'm not in love with him. Still not. But the Leper I've come around to, he now has the accuracy to do the damage, and he has the skills to actually be very powerful. And with his new mask, for instance, the immunity mask has been buffed a wee little bit for the stun resistance, which I love. That makes it just all the better. But you can also see there are new quirks like musical. I get plus 25 stress healed from Inspiring Tune, which is of course the ability from the Jester. This might actually be nice that they have this type of abilities, for instance musical, because overall the general stress relief gained, as you here see it's stress -5, has been lowered. The stress heal of the Houndmaster has been lowered to such a degree that I'm not only using Cry Havoc anymore, it is only -3 here, it has been lowered significantly. That does make me feel like the Houndmaster isn't as good as he was anymore, but on the other hand, that's probably in the right, because he was one of the most powerful classes, being able to do damage, being able to dodge tank, being able to stress relief, being able to heal, being able to stun, he could do it all. But yeah, that means that the Jester has become a wee bit more important, which I am okay with. But overall, more balance changes to skills, generally lowering the amount of stress healed, lowering the amount of self-heals, upping the crit chances so that crits become more interesting, and a general overwork of the trinkets. Also, because now with this DLC the whole game is complete, they have said, you know what, we'll give everybody the Musketeer. Now, before anyone goes like, oh, it's a new class. No. As you may notice from the camping skills already, Marching Plan and Triage, you might have seen that before. Well, it's because actually aimed shot, damage first marked, buckshot, it's bolas, this is aimed shot. It is just a rework, or reskin I should say, of the Arbalist. Exactly the same, but it's a reskin. And it's a pretty cool skins. Here, I shall go through it a little slower, but yeah, pretty cool skins. Only weird thing is that she's standing more facing the enemy, which you would say is logical in a battle, but it is off-putting with everybody else being just a quarter away. Here, her idle animation is like everybody else, but in the rest of the combat she looks forward, which is slightly awkward, but yeah. Anyways, so that brings it all here. Then the Farmstead, whole new ability in which you can collect Comet Shards. Comet Shards can be used either to build certain districts, a geological study hall, gem inventory stack increased by 1, so you can gain a few more gems, more gold on the way. The mill, heroes will no longer suffer random hunger checks, awesome, but this requires memories. Memories can be found in the Endless Harvest quest. Yes, that's truly endless. I think the top during a charity event was over 950 kills somebody managed to do in the Endless mode, which was with 2 lepers. 2 lepers, a Jester, and a Vestal. That tells you how much the leper has been improved. But they also are not just good for districts. No, there's also now a special merchant with all these, I would say, ghostly looking trinkets. And some of them are amazing, some of them are a little meh. For instance, the Antiquarian, plus 35% dodge if you have shard dust in your inventory. So you need to have shard dust, this thing. And it's a minus 15 accuracy and minus 15 blight resist. I really think this is a really, really bad trinket, actually. I mean, 35 dodge extra is amazing, but you have to have something in your inventory. And then you also already get the minus 15 accuracy always and minus 15 blight resist. Very bad trinket. But this one, plus 10% dodge over the man-at-arms. 30% of the damage reflected and plus 20% stun resist. Holy heck, yes, it costs a little bit more, but okay, it costs a little bit more, but let's go to this guy. Plague Doctor only, plus 20 dodge, plus 25% blight chance, and plus 20% healing if a medical herb is in your inventory. That's still way better than the Antiquarian one. The Antiquarian one is just really bad. But there are some amazing trinkets in it, the best of course being the non-Occludician hilt, if I pronounce it correctly, but having said that, that also costs 200 bloody dust, and that will take some time to gather, but these two are on my mind, the one for the Jester and the one for the Man-at-Arms. I'm probably not going to collect them in this round, but yeah, that's it. So, Radiant mode, I'm going in with Leopard, just to show it off, a Shield Breaker, I kinda like these folks, a Jester and a Vestal. This will not be endless mode. I will try to go for a nice endless mode attempt. I will try to get the new bosses to show up on the camera. I will try to do a few episodes. But yeah, there's a lot of talk about the new DLC. I think it's time to dive in. Provision, endless motion. However, you don't need any of this stuff, more or less. Why? Well, you can get a lot of blight on your hands. It's mainly blight. Bleeds is not so common, so I'm taking it like this. And there will be no curios that you will have to interact with. So I'm just taking a few herbs to get rid of some debuffs and some laudanum for some horror events. This is all I'm taking with me, and for the rest, I feel fine. Trinkets have been given. Let's rock a new area.
Blight had struck the harvest again that year, and the miller was desperate. He came to me, hat clutched tightly in filthy fingers, stinking of sweat and manure. Seated comfortably in my observatory, surrounded by telescopes and other delicate apparatus, I recognized his misfortune as an opportunity, and I agreed to lend him my expertise.
Forgot to put on the text, I'm so sorry. But a light in the sky last night, a violent impact. Something has struck the old mill. Seems safe enough for now. This is our current kill count. It's all about the kill count in here. The celestial fixture in is celestial cornerstone, but it is a central fixture. Let's do that again. The central fixture in a carefully constructed barrier around the farmstead. Now, this is the first time I'm entering this place. That was funny, they stayed tiny for a moment. New guys, they are husk, they are human. Husk and human, alright. Ooh, he resisted the blight. Oh, they're highly blight resistant. Alright.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Monster waves and respawning. Defeated foes will swiftly be replaced by waves of despicable reinforcements. Your party must endure this onslaught without pause or hope for respite. Because of the strange nature of time's behavior in the farmstead, you can retreat with no penalty at any time. The kill meter and crystal shards. All farmstead quests have a kill meter, the measure of your might and ambition. Fill it by defeating monsters, and when your tally hits certain thresholds, you will receive a reward of crystal shards. These rewards will increase the further you venture. Back in the hamlet, the jeweler seeks these strange glowing shards. He will trade you for the unspeakable artifact of power. Find him in the nomad's wagon. Alright. And these are the lowly guys. They are introducing you here into the new mechanics. Now I am, despite me playing this for the first time, I am spoiled a little bit by it. Because, well, I had to wait until I had a nice save in which I arrived at this point. So I know a few things. For instance, these crystal shards. You want to blow them up. Because if you don't, they will blow up on you. And there we go. We got a crit. The crystal healed us for critting it, and apparently, due to the fact that we've now did critical strike, our stress heal is 40% increased. Now, I also have the bright tambourine, and if I do that on somebody that's also musical, wow. Now, these even aren't the best of the new abilities. These ones are old, quite old ones. Let me see if I can find one. Hippocratic, plus 20% healing skills. I don't need it on a Jester. That's the slight thing I would like to see changed. I don't have a healing skill, but I get Hippocratic. Musical, same thing here. Fair Weather Fighter, plus 20% damage if HP above 99%, or less. I don't know why they don't do said plus 20% damage if at full health, but whatever. So yes, there are some new ones, and some of these are incredibly powerful, and I mean incredibly powerful. You know what? Let's show Wayne Junes his graphics, full screen, monitor number. That's not what I meant. Gameplay, subtitles, bottom, top, bottom. We always did, I think. All right, save. Then we can hear Wayne June's glory. There we go, eradicated. So everybody can see.
A momentary abatement.
There is some things like, for instance, I think it's Trot or something, that is just an amazing ability that gives like 3 bonuses on the first round. Hot to Trot it's called. Hot to Trot is like plus speed, plus damage, plus dodge I think on the first round. It's an incredible ability. Luminous, plus 5 dodge, plus 2 speed. It's like the early riser plus 2 speed when above 75%, but with no condition, and it has dodge on top of it. There's also, I think it's quick or something that gets plus 2 speed. Some of these new quirks are amazingly powerful. Having said that, by the way, there are some new very, very bad traits like Antsy. Plus 20 stress if idle in the town. Get rid of that immediately. Monsters with stealth. Well, we know about stealth already, but yeah, this is the first time I have to do that. I don't have the de-stealth thing on this person. Destroyed. So we'll have to just leave it at that, but I did bring a leper on purpose. And yeah, this is a horse. A plow horse. And the good thing about the leper, for instance, if... Let's see if we can get a crit. We do. His crit bonus is plus accuracy. It's a little bit hard to see now because he already has buffs from us, plus 8 accuracy, but as you can see it's plus 18, and all the other ones are the equal. He gets a plus 10 accuracy bonus after a crit. So this just makes him hit more often. It's so freaking handy. There you go. Here, voila, there's the crit bonus, plus 25% healing skills. I'm going to have to do this, unfortunately. And let's stress relief. Trample. Ooh, bit of a bad shovel there. Let me just check you out. What is your bonus again? Plus protections. Alright. We'll switch it around. That's just... It's smarter to get him back up. The leper back to the front, because... Ooh, less damage than I had actually hoped. And yes, I didn't equip Revenge on him. One of the newest and strongest abilities that people combine in this endless mode. Revenge. Buff self. And this is for the entire battle duration, until you get a pause. So that's really good, but that's not what we're here for. I'm here just to show this off, and perhaps you'll notice already, and perhaps you didn't notice already. I just stress healed the wrong person, because I'm talking and not paying attention. But yeah. I will get that fixed for another time, but not right now. Was that not back? Oh, no, that's a forward move. Oh, that's fine. Bye-bye. A scarecrow. What is the back one then? This is the back one. Annihilated. Crit City, baby. And I'm not even buffing everybody as much anymore. By the way, for instance, talking about using new trinkets, I'm using the plus 40% healing, the recovery charm that has been boosted, which I think was plus... I should have really done the buff, the group party buff here, not the stress heal. I think it was plus 20, plus 33%. It was just a lot lower. It is now actually viable to use the darn thing. And as you can see, I took some blight with me because I know you can get blighted in here. But I fought these guys, but apparently it's not this guy. It is the scarecrow though. Apparently the minor guys are not the ones that are blight susceptible. But some of the new monsters in here are blight susceptible, and I like that as well. Why do I like that? Because in the Crimson Court everything was super blight resistant, and your blight characters felt like they had nothing to do. Now the characters with blight, like for instance, actually... Did you just show me your ass? Dude. Really? Like for instance the shield breaker are now viable, because... This is a blight skill, this is a blight skill, and Impale also becomes a blight skill at higher levels. Not at the first level though, kind of interesting that that develops later on. I don't know any other skill that does that at this moment, but it might just be me not knowing all of the new mechanics just yet. I shouldn't have done that one. Because this is armor piercing, but these guys don't have armor. But then again, this also has a damage minus, so this is actually still the best ability to use. La da da. Let's just stun for a moment. By the way, as you also noticed, I didn't actually say that even, didn't bring any torches because there is always a certain glow in the farm stat. Currently we have the farm stats miasma, minus 10%, healing received plus 10% stress. Now this can change depending on what time zone the farm exists in. As I already said in the beginning, time has warped around this place. It is more or less the thing of the farm stat. And well, it can be as much. Wow, plus 24 healing noise, and we don't have any buff to healing on him. I don't even know why I did that, because it wasn't totally not necessary, and I really need to take out the crystal, but that is no problem. Crystals have like no HP, they have nothing in the forms of protection, so we can wipe that out with ease. I'm not playing perfectly, I'm just trying to explain a little bit of the new DLC. And by the way, if you were wondering, and some of you probably won't because you've already catched my drift and heard me talking about this, yes, I will post a few more videos of this. I find myself with a little bit of extra time because by the time that this video is up, I will be in the hospital. And well, before that I need to prepare a little bit at home for some matters. And no, I'm not going to go into details, that's just icky. But yeah, so I find myself with some extra time. And by the way, don't worry about the whole hospital thing. I've made sure that your videos will continue on as ever. But in the meantime, I can show off some of this, hopefully. Of course, I have to find myself up and to get my characters all nice and strong again and able to fight this endless mode. But I am certainly of the intent to show off a little bit more of this DLC. I don't know how regularly I can do that just yet, but I hope to show that off with some regularity for the coming few days. But it won't be a full playthrough as said for the reasons that I've mentioned before. You know what? I think this is a good moment to throw you back. Your blight resistance is very low. See? Also, not that the bleed is high, but now. Well, that is a Jester's finale nowadays. The finale, as you may have noticed here, 180% damage modifier, a 60% crit. They still have this mechanic that you can't finale constantly, as it was before Crimson Court. But the buffs that you gain from playing things now, or of doing certain tunes, has been massively increased. Meaning that once the Jester comes to the front in a combat, the finale will be the finale and will most likely take a huge chunk, if not outright kill an opponent. So that is much better. Yeah, you're trying to land some stress on me. Good luck, buddy boy. Not gonna happen. Boom. And yeah, I've had some. It was pleasant to play in this way. Of course, it is also the easy mode, so it feels like comfortable in the way that I know it's not going to be as difficult, and I've already proven myself there. But moreover, what it feels so nice is that due to some of these revamping, some people feel like they're new, different. We've now killed 19. I think we need to kill 20 for this particular quest. But I can't reach the back, so I can't really target the foreman, who is apparently buffing. Yeah, with riposte. Blight skill chance, blight duration and when applied, and +3 speed. You are nasty now. But I'm just gonna strike over here. Going to increase our speed. And in the meantime, I'm just taking out your buddies. Voila, we're 20 that we needed. And so we are done. Returning to the hamlet once more. Popping the achievement. A Taste of Madness. I brought way too much along, so that's a shame of the gold that I wasted there, but it'll be fine. Let's see what we get. Wheel Tactician. Meh. Wheeled Explorer. Come on, show me one of the new guys, even if it's bad. Nope. Just one of a few of the old ones.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Let me just show you one of those new ones. Here is Hot to Trot. I remember that. Here it's accuracy. It's not dodge. It's crit chance. It's very unfortunate it's on a Vestal because she isn't bothered by it. But darn, that is a mega buff. It's an amazing quirk, even if it's just on the first round. Trying to find one of my flagellants. Luminous, there it is. +2 speed, +5 dodge, and then also quick reflexes. He is really quick. I actually want to lock this in, but yeah, the cost of that, you know how it goes. Also, nowadays Spiders can only reach the first 2 ranks. They have nerfed the Flagellant, and you know what? A-okay with that. Just like the Houndmaster, really strong character. Now that he can only hit the front, now he is more in lines with the rest of the characters. Just that inability not to hit the 3rd rank, yeah, that makes it a lot fairer, I say. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little quick view. I know it's very short. Oh, this is cool. This is one of the new bosses, the thing from the stars roams here this week. You might encounter it. So I'll probably go in the cove. I'll try to record that. Possibly we can use that will be the next video that you will see of me trying to fight the thing from the stars. And well, we'll have some fun there. Once again, it will be short videos, not all of it. Most of the new content I will go for, of course, for kill on the Miller, and when we can do that, or when I deem it's nice to show that, or what have you not. And I will show you a little bit of the new content, and I'll probably show the end or something like that. But this isn't going to be a very loose series. Just very loose, very. It will be almost madness how loose it will be. Okay, I'm trying to milk a joke there that isn't there. Once again, hope you enjoyed. Do let me know in the comments if you want me to do this little extra effort. I'm sure that some people are going to say we want the full thing, but that I already have 2 series running, and I doubt. I don't know how the hospital visit will go, and if everything will be. If I will have the necessary health to record even more than I'm doing right now. But I did want to show you this, because despite my annoyance with the Crimson Court and the way they've set up these missions, I do still love the game, and I find the new expansion excellent, and I think it's fitting to fit on the channel as well. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.